Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I want to let you know that in the group today, we're going to talk about two things. First, the magic XRP number. This is the number that most of these people agree this is where XRP sends to, $4.5 and beyond. Okay, we're going to talk about what that number is. But I'm also, now that we have regulations coming in, these NDAs are going to start peeling off, I believe. And you're starting to see bank announcements, and we're going to cover some of them today. But especially those of you that haven't been around, I'm going to show you the comprehensive list of all the different banks and companies that Ripple is and was partnered with over the years and did pilots with and all those things, so that you can fully comprehend the juggernaut that is Ripple. Okay, because I don't think you really understand until you look at the list I'm going to show you. You can go to daixrp.com to join through the Patreon, or you can click the join button below any of these YouTube videos, or you can hit the subscribe button on X, and you can get that extra information, and you also get no commercials. Let's start here. This is Senator John Thune. Digital assets are the future.
It's clear that the Genius Act is already helping our country secure American leadership in this important space. We want stable coins to be made in America. We want digital assets to take root and to flourish in our country. We want America to lead in financial innovation. And the Genius Act will help us get there. It won't be the last word on digital assets, though. There's still much more work to be done in this space, including on market structure. Senators Lummis, Hagerty, and Scott are once again leading on this issue, releasing the Senate's market structure framework today, and I thank them for their important work. And I want to say that the next steps on digital assets should look to the Genius Act as a model, both for its light touch and pro-innovation approach, and for the bipartisanship that characterized the process. Mr. President, digital assets are the future, and we're going to continue working to make sure that that future is American-made.
American-made. All right, now, I always love listening to Sal Gilberti. He's the guy from Ethereum that did the 2x XRP ETF, and Sal gets it. I met him at XRP Las Vegas.
So we sold it and kept our eye out looking. Not a real Solana or Ethereum guy, but XRP I get. And XRP, the Ripple team, I understand the financial system, I understand the banking system to some degree, and I understand, as we all do, when you try to send a wire, it's a hassle. And, in the old days, it was T+3 settlement. We're now at T+1 settlement for a lot of stocks and futures and options. Well, that's still ridiculous. Yeah. So anything that speeds up the system, the whole blockchain, the Ripple team, from their outset, have been out there laying the groundwork in the background to change the financial system, primarily through transfer of assets, primarily through...
Sal gets it. Look at this today. $410 billion PNC Bank partners with Coinbase to offer crypto services. This was the PNC announcement they launched on Ripple Cross-Border Payments Network from 2019. So here's the announcement today.
We are getting some breaking news on PNC Financial. For that, we're going to turn to Leslie Picker. Morning, Leslie.
Good morning. PNC announcing that it has entered a strategic partnership with Coinbase. The arrangement will expand access to digital assets for PNC's banking clients and institutional investors, and PNC will provide banking services to Coinbase. Shares of Coinbase down about 3.7%, PNC up slightly. According to the release, the two companies will develop an initial offering that will allow clients to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrencies. The head of Coinbase Institutional saying in the release that that it will be supporting PNC's, quote, entry into the digital asset market with our leading crypto as a service platform, which provides PNC with a powerful set of tools to develop a scalable, high growth business built on a foundation of uncompromising security. Kind of in this space, JP Morgan saying last month that it was partnering with Coinbase to pilot JPMD, a deposit token managed by blockchain technology. And guys, later in the hour, we'll sit down exclusively with Bill Demchak, the CEO of PNC, to discuss this new partnership.
Okay, now I went and dug up, this is the PNC Q1 2025 earnings call. And the guy they're talking about here is a guy that just became president of PNC, Mark Weidman. He comes from BlackRock. Looks like he was involved with their ETFs. Folks, there's no coincidences. He was also a senior advisor at the Treasury. We know how many people from the Treasury have been through Ripple. And BlackRock is the second largest to Vanguard investor in PNC. Listen to this.
Our next question comes from Mike Mayo with Wells Fargo. Please proceed with your question.
I had a follow-up on the question about the new president, Mark Weidman. You described, so I think you said exactly what you are doing currently at PNC is what you'll still be doing. So my question to you is, how did you get him? I mean, there's so many people leaving the bank industry for private equity and non-banks and fintech and sometimes anywhere they can get to.
That's because they know they're about to integrate crypto.
And so why is he coming to such a heavily regulated industry with so much oversight, with so much skepticism, with so much cynicism, with so much questioning? It's a slog being in the banking industry, and he's choosing to come. So what in the world was your sales pitch to him to get him to come to keep PNC doing exactly what it's doing?
I mean, you'll get to ask him that question at some point, Mike. But I think it's as simple as saying that what's going on in banking today is fascinating, right? It's not my dad's bank. It's driven by technology. There's scale matters. We have new entrants coming in all sides of what we do, which can be exciting or dangerous, depending on how you look at it. You think through crypto and private credit and payment engines and all the other things that are happening. It's a very dynamic place, notwithstanding.
Crypto's coming. Now, this was the Bill Demchak, the CEO of PNC, and my question here, he basically in this thing says that they had to halt their crypto stuff. Well, I'll give you my thoughts there after you watch.
PNC announcing a strategic partnership with Coinbase this hour, expanding access to digital assets for their banking clients and their institutional investors, providing some banking services for Coinbase. Our Leslie Picker brought us that news earlier this morning and joins us now alongside PNC CEO. Morning, Leslie.
Hi, good morning, Carl, and thank you, Bill Demchak, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
On the heels of this news, and we're here in Washington, of course. I'm just curious. You mentioned in the release that you have plans to develop an initial offering allowing clients to buy, hold, and sell crypto. What does that look like exactly? Is this a stable coin? Is this a deposit token? Any more color you can share?
Yeah, so think of the business we're in. We help people save, spend, invest, borrow, move money. In crypto, stable coin, in theory, is going to be a payment rail, and our clients are going to want to use it, and our job is to empower our clients to move money. How they do it, and then, whether it's pure retail, whether it's wealth, whether it's our corporate clients on international payments, remains to be seen, but it's our job to empower them. We don't want to lose that stream of their payment flow. So, we put that in our toolkit and let our clients use it if they want.
How much of this was driven by last week's events with Crypto Week and some more regulations surrounding this space? Or
all right, listen to this part. And I want you to remember while you watch this, remember what Monica Long from Ripple said. She said that once the new administration came in, she's getting calls from Bank of America CEO saying we're all in. And I'm also going to show you a video to remind you of what another guy said about Bank of America and Ripple and what happened when you had the regulatory capture of Ripple?
We actually went down the path with Coinbase several years ago.
You also went down the path with Ripple
To do something similar. And, we're enabling digital payments through Coinbase on our systems, and we're also using our bank capabilities for fiat, our treasury management services, for them.
Treasury management services.
So we're doing two things at once. But we looked at this a bunch of years ago, and then we kind of had the crypto winter, and we had prohibitions from regulators to, even spell crypto, and everything went.
So did Bank of America. What a coincidence.
On hold, and now we've got the Genius Act through, and there's progress, and the regulators, OCC and so forth, have dropped their restrictions on our ability to work with crypto, so off we go.
So do you think this is something that's going to be done unilaterally? PNC has their own kind of stablecoin situation, your peers have their own, or is it a consortium thing that is required for more uptake?
Different questions. So Coinbase is our backbone. On that backbone, if there is an industry-led stablecoin, it could be traded in that wallet, or any of the other ones. So we're not making a decision. We're not going to produce a stable coin per se, certainly not in our own name, but we'll be a wallet, a provider for any coin that any of our clients want to use.
Okay, so now let's give you the reminder here. This is what David Strzelecki had said on FinTech TV about what Bank of America was doing before the regulatory capture of Ripple.
Talking about another major would be Ripple, XRP. So, the SEC made this very interesting stance against it in January of 21. Bank of America had been utilizing it for 100% of their internal transactions for approximately 2 years, and they was shut down. And so this really efficient system, the second largest coin, now is way back because of how it was regulated. And so that regulator is getting out now, Gary Gensler, and so and President Trump's met with the CEO of Ripple a couple times, and so I personally think that Ripple is being looked at by the United States as a SWIFT system alternative, as we are looking at digitizing, tokenizing, and Ripple has the ability to kind of be like the internet and be this platform that can be the guardrails of the future, where we tokenizing with HBAR and XLM and different coins like this, but it's an exciting time. I'm just looking for the application so that we can now start talking to regular folks every day, and we can say, this is how this changes your life, not just here's the technologies.
By the way, after this guy said this, I put this video out, this clip out, and it got over 600,000 views, and he never said it again. FBI drops investigation into Kraken crypto exchange, so everybody's getting released. D-Bank, XRPL chain now integrated with D-Bank through PeerSys, I guess. First batch of supported protocols, let's see what else we got. CoinEx just dropped a report on real-world asset tokenization. They're calling it crypto's next trillion-dollar trend, trillions inbound, and look who's up here at the top. The XRP ledger. Let's see what else we have here. I'll play this, why not? This is how whack job all these anti-XRP people are. Listen to this.
Saying that there's going to be utility to some of these things.
XRP people should be born in prison and have to prove their way out.
These people are wackos. Okay, we're going to go in DAIXRP.com, and I'm going to show you the list. You're not going to believe how many people that Ripple is either partnered with, was partnered with, or under NDA with. I think those NDAs are about to burn off. We're also going to talk about that XRP, the magic number that's going to set this all off. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Away we go.